Man, this game is crazy. You know, you come out here 1 week, you look like a major champion, and next week you look like a 25 handicapper from Crabapple, North Dakota. But
let's go, bro.
3 shots, 4 par, I just do 2, 1 putt, par 4, birdie, woo-hoo, new driver, info, replace, M2, par 5, fairway, what you fin do? Think I'll try to get on into, start right, good line, good view, it drew, shooter McGavin, 2 thumbs that's up high and 2 fingers pointed at you, pew pew, fairway to green, conk off that I'm playing. Sometimes these par 3 green look like an island, a punch and keep it on dry land, at least I'm a try man, up with the 5 and might use the trap man. I got a check man, line tango, ball speed, rated that batsman, and we're that.
Welcome to Nothing is OB South Texas Golf Podcast, episode 160. Damn, 160 episodes. Now, tonight's special guest is one of my brothers, and I consider him one of my brothers because I love the dude. He's been a great friend. He's extended family. He will give you the shirt off of his back. It's going to be really, really tight on my ass, but you know what? He will give me that shirt off his back. One of my good brothers, Leo Camarillo, will be on the show tonight. He is, he's been on fire lately. He's had a lot of success out there on the course. He was the Open champion for the 2024 out there at Gateway Hills this past weekend. Also, he is going to be one of the captains of the FOREBROS Tour Cup that is going to be played out in January. Ryder Cup style match, 3 rounds, 2-day, 4 bros only, must qualify. Oh man, it's going to be a great time right here. And before we kick things off here, I wanted to speak on my presenting sponsor right here. Let's see if I can bring it up right here. Let's go ahead and speak on my presenting sponsor. Thank you to Lee Ramos from Maximum Demolition and Dismantling. All you got to do is reach out to owner-operator Lee Ramos at 210-507-2227. This dude is a great guy. He will do all the dirty work. If you got, got industrial fridges, ovens, things that need to be torn down, this dude will do it all. He's a great guy. Him and his crew. If you can't get a job done, this dude will make the impossible possible. He also dismantles. If you need something to take something apart, he'll take it all apart and put it right back together. Great quality man, great family man. Super thankful to my presenting sponsor, Maximum Demolition and Dismantling. Please reach out to Lee Ramos, one of the best people out there. And also, thank you so much to the Texas Chancla, the law offices of Jesse Hernandez. He is one of the best in the game, voted one of the best 2024 attorneys. Now, we are coming live from the Texas Chancla law offices of Jesse Hernandez Studios. We're so thankful for his sponsorship of our studio. Now, let's go ahead and bring on the man, the myth, one of my good brothers right here. Let's go ahead and bring on Leo Camarillo.
What's up, brother? How you doing?
My brother, thank you so much. I felt like I just saw you a little while ago.
You did. I was in the back. I was right behind you. You actually beat me today. So
hey, okay, you know what? Show's over. That's what I want to hear. Right there. Well, before we kick things off here, let's go a little explicit reading content just in case. The views or opinions expressed by the host and guest may or may not be shared by the sponsor supporters. Listen at your own discretion. Hey, we are coming live from the Texas Chancla law office of Jesse Hernandez studio right there. And so thankful for sponsorship. Leo, all right, bro. You've had a lot going on. You've been on a heater. If people don't know, you are a killer out there on the course. You know what? Kind of just tell us how the run's been. I mean, we're going to get into your club championship. We'll speak on that here in a bit. But why don't you just kind of just talk about, dude, you've had a good run considering today. I mean, hey, you know what? We're all do those rounds and everything and not finding your ball on one hole when you know you hit it down the fairway. How's this run been for you, brother?
Man, it's been a great run. How can I explain it? It's just one of those things that I just show up and my mentality is never to go and I'm going to win and I'm going to have 6 birdies. I mean, of course, in the back of our mind, we all want that. But my thing is just I've been lucky to play around a lot of people that have been in tough situations. I've played in other organizations where I've actually won a couple of big championships. And the secret to success, man, is for me at least is just to try and put something into play, something on or around the green, a chip and a putt. I'm just trying to save par. And anybody that plays with me knows this. I tell them I'm just trying to get par. I'm going to par people to death. I might sneak in a birdie or two, and my rules are always try and birdie the par fives, right? Because we can obviously get there, and try and par the par threes. If you're going to make a mistake, let it be on a par four. Today was one of those things. I made a mistake in every hole. It happens. That's why I love golf so much, man. I compare it to like life. You can have a great life, but every once in a while you're going to have a bad day. And that's what makes you keep going and trying to get better and stronger in life and in golf.
There you go. I think that's one thing that's really kind of connected us together, personally. And it was all just around the golf. Like after that, shoot, I think we just hit it off. And I think we see that we're from very similar walks of life, that 361, that South Texas life right there, baby.
Yeah.
And so, everything you're telling me, like I'm jotting notes down, bro, because I want to know how to beat your ass, right? I want to know that. And you know what? I'm over here like people say you have to practice purposely and play the game a certain way. And I'm like, nah, just go out there, bang balls, and hey, let the chips fall where it may. But shoot, you have like a strategy, and that's gonna, it did you well this past weekend. And I think, not trying to kiss your ass and everything,
No.
but it's your success has been warranted, and it needs to be, you need to be congratulated for it, because I think you even got in on a last minute spot opening up for this past weekend at Gateway Hills Golf Course out at Lackland Air Force Base. Big ups to our dog GM Robert Vasquez, who hosted a great tournament. We're gonna get to some. There was some circus stuff going out on that course, though. I ain't gonna lie. But big ups to Robert. I think it was his first championship that he ran. And he had some hiccups, and he pissed some people off and some members, and I think he won over a lot of people too, though, by how he treats people, how he does things, and it was a great time, badass. And you got in last minute, but I think that's just a perfect accumulation of, your hot play, and you took home the Open Championship.
Yeah, it's so crazy how it worked out. I really didn't have plans on going, but Robert is such a good guy, man. He helps out the Four Bros. He's one of us. He's one of the friends, and he's one of the nicest guys you'll meet. Of course, if you cross him, he'll probably slap your neck off if you give him a chance. But he's really a super sweetheart. The guy, he's giving to the kids. He gives out to the people that go play. He takes care of business. He's a man of his word, and I just felt like if they needed a spot to fill, that's the least I could do for him, because he's done so much for us, Andy. Here at Four Bros, he helps us out. He makes space for us. Even when there's no space, he gives us great rates. Of course, we come together as a unit. We formed a great conglomerate. We take players out there, and we want to see him successful, because if he's successful, then we are too. But I wasn't gonna play. Maya called me up, and he's like, hey, man, we got one spot, because they had already filled it, and then somebody else dropped out. I said, you know what, Maya, just put me in. And I went in, and in the morning I showed up, and I played with Saul Figueroa, ex.
Yeah, you pissed me off. You pissed me off, bro. You pissed me off. All right, okay. I'm going to cut you off right there. So, all right. So for all of you listening at home, let's go ahead and read out a couple of comments. Thank you so much for tuning in and chiming in. I have on the show tonight a regular on the show, a great supporter of the Nothing Is OB podcast, a great Four Bro, a board member, the 2024 Gateway Hills Men's Open champion right here. Michael, I'll tell you, no, to beat him, be me. All right. So I don't think he said that correctly. I think it's like, I'll tell you how to beat him is to be Mike.
Sounds like he's doing a hamburger trying to talk.
There you go. Hey, you hushed the critics this past weekend, right? You did right here. Robert Vasquez, congratulations to Mike Osman for 5th place.
Congrats, Mike Osman. That's a little
right here. LOL, Rick Medina.
My brother. My brother Rick Medina's tuning in from Alice, and he gave me some insight. Tomorrow is National Mulligan Day. I wish it was today. I could have used about 5 of them.
No shit. We could have. Hey, Rick, was it a day early, bro? A day early, right?
A day early, yeah.
And right here, Paul Sharp, stop kissing his ass. Hey, I mean, come on. I mean,
come on, Sharp. Get with the program, Sharp. We don't even see you anymore. You're turning into somebody that used to be on this podcast, isn't here anymore. We hardly ever see you.
Hey, but he's been playing lately.
Yeah. Shout out to our boy Brucey. Saw you out there today, man. I know it wasn't the best round, but we're glad to see you, bro. It means a lot.
Y'all were texting me that he was beating y'all gross for a while.
Man,
you had to turn it on. You had to turn it on.
Yeah, I started off so, and it's so crazy because the last round that I had at Gateway Hills, Andy, the first day I just played comfortable golf. I didn't have no plans on winning. I really didn't care if I placed. I was just there to have fun. Of course, we showed up. Me and Saul. I took Jeremiah's place, and it was me and Saul versus you and Mike Osman.
And that's what pissed me off because the night, you know what, leading up to the tournament, I had in my mind, I said, Mike Osman, we got some great odds playing against Saul and playing against Jeremiah, right? Jeremiah's in a dark spot right now. We saw him today. He's walking on the back. He's walking over there by the bums. You couldn't tell who was the bum,
he was
the homeless man, and who was the golfer. You couldn't tell. He didn't have shoes on. He didn't have socks on. Yeah. He didn't know where his ball was. Bro. And I wish on the video, I wish I would have kept the video because I wish I would have kept it on because as soon as I cut off, some freaking passerby said, "Hey, that's the wrong hole. You're not supposed to be playing out."
Oh man,
it was the best thing ever, bro.
You know, it's so crazy because Maya was walking a lot, bro, and he was riding with Sergio Meneses, who's in town from Mexico. He flew in, and we ended up catching this bet with him because it's very rare anybody wants to bet us. Me and Mike Ayala were having this talk earlier, how like the South Texas boys came up and we started playing and we bet everybody and we've won and we've lost. It's always a great time. But like here recently, we've kind of been on some heaters, so nobody wants to play. We showed up and Maya had this bet. And he's like, well, me and Red against you and Johnny Boy. So I said, all right, we'll do it. Well, poor fucking Maya said he would drop him off and then he'd just take off in the cart. And I mean, Maya was walking 100 yards to the hole. And you know, Maya's got bad knees, so he was the first 9 holes, bro. You just see Maya, and then he's wearing some shoes that were uncomfortable.
Why did Sergio drop him off like that?
Yeah,
why is he doing that?
I told Maya, I go, man, you look like you're in pain. And I thought it was his knees. He's like, man, fuck these shoes. He takes off his shoes and he started playing. And the very first hit he hits a fucking high draw and puts it on the fucking green. I said, that's all it was. It was just the fucking shoes. At that point, it was already too late, man.
It was already too late. The buzzsaw Camarillo and Johnny Boy.
Shit, Johnny shot a great round. Johnny shot even par today. He won.
Even par. That's a great number.
He did really good.
What did you think about the round today out there at beautiful old Brack here in San Antonio?
Man. I loved it. It was a great day. It was cool breeze. You couldn't ask for better weather. It was a little windy. But man, you can't beat it. You're there with a bunch of our bros. You know, it's a pickup game. It's midweek. We get to go play downtown San Antonio. You feel alive because you're there putting and all the traffic's going on. I mean, we're really blessed to play courses like this. I mean, people they take advantage or for granted of the stuff that we have. You know, we actually live in a great city with great golf courses and we have great views and. You can't really beat it. The rate was good. They gave us a real good rate, being that there was 16 of us and we went in an evening tea time. I really enjoyed it, man. How'd you feel, Andy?
Dude, I'm trying to upload a picture over here, bro. I don't think there's a better. I mean, okay, La Cantera, they got the views, right? I mean, TPC, okay, yep. Got the views. But this is the oldest public golf course in the state of Texas.
There's history.
It's history. You feel the ghost of golf there. Brack at sundown. You know it. I don't think there's a better place to freaking be. It was 72 degrees outside. It was. I mean, I don't know what more. I mean, just to play better golf, right? I think that's the only thing we could have.
Only we could ask for. Yeah,
that's it. Company was great. Just man, a Brack at this time. It's got to be like just in the heart of downtown. You see the Pearl behind it, right? You see everything, the buildings and everything.
Fall weather.
Right there by Broadway. Yeah, fall weather. You couldn't have asked for more. I think I was like, shoot, I said, thank God I'm off today. Like I was like, man, you know, it's after school. It's great, relaxing.
Yeah,
man. We couldn't have asked for more. We really couldn't have.
We couldn't, bro. It was truly like a blessing in disguise. And I know you barely came in on this, and I was actually surprised. Maya told me yesterday, he said, Andy took that last spot. And that made me feel good because I know you've been busy with football and you haven't, your swing's not as good as it was. And in the summertime, you were actually the buzzsaw. Like we were trying to keep up with you. I remember me and you were battling a couple spots. I came in at Riverside and thought I had won the whole thing and shot one over. Then you come right behind me and you're like, oh, I shot even par. And I was like, well, shit, it was hard to beat you there for a while. You were the hot stick. And a lot of people can back this up. I mean, you were winning a lot of money. That's why our handicaps got low. So it was good to see you out there, man. Good to see you out there.
I know it was great to be out there. Hey, I'll be out there Saturday too, baby. Flying L. All right. So let's get into Gateway. Okay. So you talked about the round on Saturday. You didn't have much competition when Mike and I were out there, and Mike and I were arguing. We're fighting. Yeah. You know what? People they were about to call the MPs out there on domestic violence because we're getting into shit. But you and Saul played a great round. Man, y'all were just dropping. And Mike said too. He goes, man. He said, you know what? We didn't play horrible. He said y'all played great. You were dropping timely birdies, timely putts, back and forth. What did you think about the condition of the greens out there at Gateway Hills, Lackland Air Force Base?
Bro, that's the first thing I did when I went in. I don't know if you remember, Andy. I don't know if you were there. I saw Robert and I told him, man, Robert, I don't know exactly what you've been doing, but whatever you've done has turned this course completely around, because we started playing there whenever Robert moved over there, because we've kind of followed Robert around everywhere he is. And from when we started to now, the course was always in good condition. It wasn't in the best, but since Robert has been there, I mean, it's been a complete turnaround. He's made the greens faster. Everything rolls smooth. He's rolled them real well. He cleaned up a lot of the brushy areas. Mm-hmm. Fairways are in great shape. I mean, everything is just tip-top shape, manicured. He's doing the best with what he has, and it's a complete game changer. I loved it. I think that people that haven't played it, that kind of gave up on it, because, you would go before and the greens were super slow. You had to bang them. They have no idea what's coming to them if they go play it, because the greens are rolling now. And the pin placements were fucking horrible. I hate anybody that had anything to do with that, because it was a fucking show, bro.
It was a clown show, bro. It was the circus. It was the traveling circus had landed in freaking Lackland. They were on slopes, especially 18 out there. 18's already a freaking beast going. It's going at a steady incline all the way.
It was uphill.
It's uphill into the wind. Already like you hit one, put it in the fairway. You're still like a good 180 out, right? With yep. We're not long hitters, but you see that we were all kind of chipping. You were pin high, I think. You were pin high, and we're right there on 18. And the green's a little bit elevated. You gave yourself a great chip to 3 feet. And we're over here like, hey, Leo, great chip. I'm over here like, man, this dude's going to get up and down to save par. And right as you're making your way to go mark it, that ball
went to the bottom.
Starts rolls past my ball. And I'm like this, what the hell? And I'm just like, it's shit like that. And then he had, Mike and I weren't playing the best. And, Mike's over here writing a strongly worded email to Robert's superiors, and things like that. And he said, you know what? I was like, he's telling Robert, how is it? What's it going to cost me if I prorate my membership? And he's like, what do you mean? He goes, because I'm going to cancel my membership here.
Old motor mouth Mike Osman. One thing I will say about Mike, bro, he's had his ups and downs too, and he really surprised me. It was like we were playing our Scottish game, and I would birdie and I trifected you on the very first hole. We were talking, we were kind of chippy, bullshitting, and you gave me a line, and I was about 20 feet away, and then I make this crazy, amazing putt, uphill and to the right, and it got silent, and I could see the frustration in Mike's eyes. What does he do? He comes back the next hole, hits a fucking bomb drive, and then he chips it in for he leaves it short and he chips in for birdie. So y'all trifected us back. And it was like that. I had a couple of trifectas on y'all, and every time he would come right back and answer. So I tip my hat to Mike. He didn't let it slow him down. I mean, there was a lot of shit we could have been upset about, but all in all, I really enjoyed the group, and I enjoyed taking $88 from each one of you.
Well, I give you, you made me not feel so bad, because we went to go Hooters afterwards, and you bought my beer, you bought my food, And you know what? You
It goes
just made
back.
me. You just made me. Hey, Leo, you're a giver. You know what? What can you say?
Whatever
You're a
you
giver.
paid me, I paid to pay for the food. It's
And,
reciprocating.
and so I'm over here like this. I said, well, in all actuality, I only lost $44 because Leo did pay for half of it. And what was the bill? What was
The
the
bill
bill?
was $86, and you won eight. You gave me 88. So thanks for lunch. Really, thanks for lunch.
So that's why I said, I was like, man, I really didn't lose out. I was like, because there was some great company, great freaking food, cold ass beer, Hooters. I said, you can't lose, right?
Yeah.
So then let's take it to Sunday, right? Let's take it to Sunday. You're within striking distance after day one. What did you shoot on day one?
I'm actually tied for first. There was another guy named Shorty. I think you know Shorty.
Shorty. Yeah.
He used to play with FOREBROS. Me and him had shot the lowest rounds, which was 78. And then one of our brothers, Dave Davila, I think he was on here watching. Salute to you, Dave. I respect Dave's golf game. I know whenever Dave Davila is there, it's going to be a fucking nail biter. I mean, he's a better player than I am. It's just, I know he had some physical problems. He was telling me something happened with his legs or something. And I know he hasn't been playing the best golf, but whenever Dave Davila shows up, that's always the guy I put my money on.
He's a player, dude. That just when you think like he'll come off bogey or something, you're like, dude, this guy's not winning anything. Next thing you know, he'll rattle off like 3 birdies in a row, and you're just like,
he gets on a heater, and so I was 78, Shorty was 78, and Dave Davila came in at 79, and the whole day I was telling Saul, I was like, man, if anybody's gonna win, it's gonna be, and I kept pointing at Dave. I said it's gonna be Dave. Dave's gonna be the biggest competition I have. And sure enough, we went in. So the second day I go in and I'm tied and I'm playing with Saul. I got to get paired up with him. And I paired up with Shorty and this other guy named Joe Dunleavy. And these are the guys that were like the top 4, I believe. So they stretched it out. And, man, it was so crazy, brother, because I started off bad. I had a great drive, but I think just playing 2 days in a row, it's hard. People think like, oh, well, it's nothing. I could have beat you, and I could have, would have, should have. Whoever says that they could have, beat me, but it's hard to go out there.
I almost had you. You
almost
never had your car. You never had your car.
Yeah, it's hard to go back-to-back rounds, because everybody thought the first day was a bad day, Andy, because of the pin placements. I would dare to say that the second day was even harder, and I think the second day was even more tough because they moved all the pin placements and they had them in even crazier spots,
Dude, and they did, and it made it even crazy. But I don't think that's the thing, right? I think it's always about your approach, right, bro? It's always about your approach. How you what putt do you give yourself, right? On that second or that third shot in, or even your chip, right? We got some great comments right here, and let's see if we can get through them right here. Jesse Martinez, congratulations, Leo. Right there, Rick Medina, like you said, tomorrow's National Mulligan Day.
Yeah.
Take advantage, take advantage, baby, right there. Robert Vasquez, thank you to all of the FOREBROS for the support and love. He makes it super freaking easy to do that. One of the best, not just a great person in the golf industry, one of the best human beings. Robert Vasquez, Kevin Easley, congrats, Leo, bro. I played with Kevin.
Kevin,
yeah,
I think congrats.
Kevin. Congrats to Kevin, man. He played a good ass round, and he was John Bluck freaking input the numbers all wrong, dude. So Kevin was like, no, there's no way I'm catching John, and sure enough, John shut the bed, and it was great. Right here, EJ, congrats, Leo.
Efrain.
Robert Vasquez, Maya and I are doing pin placements for the black and gray. LOL. Blame Maya. Don't start. Leo, I'm gonna be doing them, bro. Okay, I'm just letting you know I'm gonna be doing them. Paul Sharp, can someone do a welfare check on Maya?
I just checked up on Maya, bro. He's still supporting us. He's still in good spirits, brother.
He's still in good spirits. Oh, what happened to him? Nothing. He just shit the bed in golf. Lost his shoes. Right here, Richard Nestor Garza, Rick Medina, you and I against Leo and his best player.
Oh, Richard, you don't know the great Nestor Garza. He's a character. Love you, Nestor. Good seeing you, brother.
Right here, Jeremiah Sierra, love my brothers. Keep up the great work. We love you too, brother. Even though we had to do, he's on suicide watch right there. Suicide watch. Maya's Stephen Escobedo watching you, bros, and my Dodgers right there. Stephen, we're waiting for you. I ran into this guy on Saturday. Okay, bro. So after our lunch at Hooters. I went to go catch up with Jacob Munoz, my boy. He was at the Hyatt. He was at the Hyatt playing in the Central Catholic Alumni Golf Tournament.
Right.
I swing by there, and I know all those CC, those Serpent guys, right? They give me a golf cart. I go out there and I meet up with them. They're like 13 holes in, bro. There's, I think they're at 8, that par 3 on the creeks. Dude, they are freaking backed up. They're backed up like 5 groups, bro.
Oh, wow.
Because of all the construction, the logistics, dude. Hyatt Lakes 9 is a par 3, Creeks 1 is a par 3. A lot of construction on that lagoon they're building. It was like a logistical nightmare, right? So all these dudes start just fucking coming in. They stop playing after 12 holes, bro.
Wow.
They paid a good amount of change, just and it's for a good cause. It's always for a good cause,
right?
And so they just take off, man. Well, next thing you know, shoot, Jake and I stay there 3 hours freaking later. And I see Beto there, and I said, "Damn, Beto, you won't go play golf with Four Bros, but you'll come to a damn Central Catholic golf tournament." He goes, "Well, y'all don't pay for me. Y'all will take my money. These guys, they paid for me to come."
Oh yeah.
And so it was great seeing him right here. We got some more comments. Mike Ayala, Maya needed the Tony Romo Skechers today. Right there, Jeremiah. Had a bad round, but had lots of fun with my brothers, dude.
Same here, brother. Had a great time. Me and Maya hardly ever get to play together. He always sacrifices himself. He's that guy that take one for the team guy. He's the one that, like, if we come in, he said, "You know what? I'll let you play with these guys, and I'll go play with the slower players." He always sacrifices his spot. He's done that for me several times. I didn't end up playing with David Parr and guys like that.
He's now one of those guys. He's making his way to the sea flight. Now he is.
Yeah, he's gonna be there. Hey, Andy, there's a lot of guys that are tuning in from South Texas. I haven't talked to in a while. I haven't seen my buddy. I guess Rick Medina put it on there, and I just wanted to send a shout out to all my Alice and San Diego people. Haven't seen y'all or talked to y'all in a while, but it's good to know that y'all are doing good. And thanks for supporting us. Thanks for supporting my boy. Nothing is OB, Andy. Every week he has a show. You're more than welcome to tune in. He's always got great material, great stuff, and I appreciate it. Thanks, guys.
No, thank you, brother. And we thank you for the support. I'm thankful for my new presenting sponsor and studio sponsor. We're coming from the studios of the law office of Jesse Hernandez, golfer. He's just coming back from, man. He was I think he played out there at the Trump course out there in New Jersey and Philly.
Wow.
He just paid our boy Patty making his way back to Texas.
Patty?
He just played out at Bethpage as well. He waited in his car all night, camped out, and he had the whole freaking experience to get a tee time at Bethpage Black.
That's awesome.
And yeah, dude. And so I can't wait to get to see him back, to talk to him as he comes back from that golf trip.
He's here.
No. Patty's here, but I'm talking about my boy Jesse too.
Yeah, he actually
Jesse
went through Yeah, Patty's back. That's my partner in crime. That's my partner. We're undefeated as partners. We've taken teams. After Mike Ayala went back to Alice, I partnered up with Patty, and we've clicked up pretty good too. So we got a lot of things going. Shout out to Patty. He's living the dream. 10 days of golf in New York at some of the best courses, some of the best food out there on the East Coast. Welcome back, Patty boy.
Welcome back, Patty. Can't wait to see you out there on the course right there. A couple more comments right here to we move on with the show right here. Robert Vasquez. Andy put Mike on suicide watch. so it's day 2, right? And I got, you know how it is, bro, right? We're kind of like the guys that you love to hate, right? I love to hate and love to beat, right? Exactly. So I got some of my boys who are playing at the, this isn't a 4-bro event, but we had a lot of 4-bros play in it, right? Yeah. So I got one of our guys who plays with us, Joel. He's a SAPD. He runs the safety like division, which is like bike cops, like Dare, Kids on Drugs, all that stuff, right? Kids off drugs, right? All that stuff.
Yeah, I met him.
Joel. Yeah, Joel Zoo. Yeah, very badass dude. Joel Zoo.
He placed also, right, Andy? He placed in the team.
Yeah, he placed also. And he said, "Hey, let's play together." And I tell Robert, pair us up, right? Well, then Robert said, okay. Well, then he texts me. Joel's like, "Hey, man, we're not playing together. You're playing with some guy named Mike and blah, blah, blah." And I said, Robert, dude, I said I wanted to play with these guys. He said, "Well, I have to match you up with some guys that are similar in your scores after the first day. And if Mike doesn't play with you, Mike's probably not showing up. Mike Osman."
Yeah.
And I'm like, no way, right? Well, so we're getting to the end of our round on Sunday, right? Day 2. it was a tough round. Mike tells me, he goes, you know what, bro? If you didn't play with me today, I wouldn't have showed up. And I was like, funny you say that. Robert said the same.
Well, Robert.
I was like, funny you say that. Robert said the same shit, man, right here.
Yeah.
Jeremiah Sierra, my wife and kids asked me if I was okay. Right here. Oh, man. A couple more comments right here. Mike Ayala, Dave will beat you with Cowboys jersey on, blue jean shorts, and knee pads. He's a stick. That he was wearing that exactly, but instead of the Cowboy jersey, it was a Yankee jersey.
Yeah, he's wearing a Yankee jersey. Call him the plumber. He shows up. He looks like a plumber, but he'll definitely put the fucking pipe on you, man.
No shit, right here. One more comment right here. Rudy Jaimes, congrats, Leo. But I'm the best captain out here. Okay. So Rudy always talks shit about not being on the show, right? And he goes, Andy, how come you don't want me on the show? Huh? How come you don't want me on the show? I was like, bro, because you know what? You don't fucking pay your Wi-Fi bill out there in fucking Southside. That's why your connection
on the screen.
Your connection's poor out there. I always tell Rudy, can you be on the show? Can you be on the show? And he's like, oh, I don't know how to work this. What's technology? ¿Qué es technology?
He's drunk by 4 o'clock, bro. He'll be fucking over here slurring on your fucking and he'll start cussing people out. Fucking Rudy.
Right here, Patty Cottrell. Forget about it right there. Forget about it. One more comment right here. Mike Ayala, we don't have a translator for Rudy. So you take home the open division for the men's there at Gateway Hills. Robert gave out some badass prizes, bro.
Fucking the best. Robert is the best, bro, when it comes to giving out prizes, bro.
And I think the thing is in that people don't know this about Robert. And Robert, I'm sorry, I'm going to put all your shit out there, is that you have all these reps, right? All these reps are always trying to hold on. Here we go. Robert Vasquez right there, right on cue. Robert Vasquez, over $3,500 in prizes. I'm not a fan of store credit. Players can keep the merchandise or sell it for instant cash. FYI, bid on the TaylorMade bag.
Bid on the TaylorMade bag. All the proceeds are going back to my four bros. We're trying to raise money for. If you haven't seen the post, you can. The bag that I won for the tournament, we put it on to raffle. Maya's put it on the Four Bros page. It's $20 for 20 spots. All the money's going back to the Four Bros. We're gonna try and raise that money to get a DJ and have a Christmas party, and we're doing a lot of different stuff. And we're trying to raise money so that way we can bring more to the table whenever we have this black and gray cup. Feed our guys. Everything we do right now is pretty much for out of our own pocket. Me and Maya and you, we've all done a lot. Other guys too. Robert helps out a lot, like to try and help out the course, because we don't take no money from none of these tournaments that we have. Does one red cent come back to the Four Bros account? And people don't understand that. I think next year we're thinking about maybe trying to put something in the mix where we can put that in there, because everything costs money. Just having your page costs money. Having the Four Bros account on the Unknown golf app. I mean, how much easier is golf now that it's digital? Where I'm from, and all the guys from South Texas know this. Whenever you come in from a tournament, you got to get the big fucking poster board, write everybody's name, write what they scored, who did the birdies, what's the net. I mean,
or like Mike, give me a piece of paper, give me a piece of paper.
Mike was the guy that Mike Ayala was the fucking guy that would be there and help me out, and I'd be there helping him. And it takes fucking an hour and a half just to figure out who won, and then to pay out is another fucking hour. With this app that we have, man, it's magic. I mean, you can leave the course, and at the end of the day, you get paid. I'm actually the one that's supposed to be doing the paying today, but I hauled ass over here, and I got here just in time to get on the show. But I'm going to send out the payments here in a little bit.
I appreciate you, brother, and you're right. Unknown Golf is what we use, and it was voted the 2023 PGA software at the PGA show for software, right? For golf software. Unknown Golf, you can use FOREB25 to get a $25 subscription for 1 year. It unlocks all the features: GPS, track your stats, putting, proximity to the hole, CTP closest to the hole. Like this is an app unlike any other. If you use the grid, you use 18 birdies. This app is just amazing. It kicks other apps, out of the water. And you know what? They do charge us, but they give us a great rate for our guys. This is what we use. It makes it easy, like you said, Leo. And we're really thankful to D May, the guys out there at Unknown Golf, and they've given our group a great opportunity. All you got to do is type in at unknowngolf.com FOREB25 to get a subscription that costs $9.99 a month for 1 year for only $25. You can't beat that deal. Unlocks all the features, and a lot of guys that are hardcore golfers, a lot of times, at courses and tournaments, they use Golf Genius. Well, this kicks the shit out of Golf Genius. It's got our game Scottish on there. It does match play. It does everything. This is how we will score the second annual FOREBROS Tour Cup. It makes it super easy. We're not trying to figure shit out there for days. Guys, please go to Unknown Golf, type in 4B25 to get a $25 1-year subscription to unlock all the features. And we talk about this unknown golf right here. And you say, Leo, hey, we're in a digital world right now. We're in this digital time and age right now that, right. This is what we use. And again, how much does FOREBROS, one of the great sponsors, FOREBROS Tour, Never Golf Alone Again, how much does FOREBROS charge their members, Leo?
It's $0, bro. We don't make not one penny. Everything is 100% transparent. I mean, Maya puts the payouts there. Whatever you put in, you get back. And, we appreciate the people that do donate to it. I'm lucky enough to be one of the board members. Andy, you are too. You know about the stuff that we talk about behind closed doors. Mike Ayala and a couple of guys down south. There's a guy named RG. He's a good friend of ours, man. RG
Great
Gonzalez. Those guys, being from Alice, they're from South Texas, and they try and raise money and sponsor us for certain stuff. So we really appreciate that stuff. RG, Mike, thanks for all your help. I know you guys don't have to do it because, y'all are in Alice, but we do appreciate that. I mean, it's just the love, bro. We get a lot of love from friends. I donate out of my own pocket. Maya donates. You donate. I mean, that's why we make this stuff happen because, like I told you before, and I'll say it forever, like, when I moved here, I didn't know a lot of people. It was always just me and Mike and my nephew Isaac, who's here, a couple of guys from Alice. We would just get together and play. That's how we met. We just met through a mutual friend. And I tried other places. I've played with other groups. I don't want to mention any names. I'm not trying to talk anybody down, but nobody beats FOREBROS. And I know this because I played with 5 other groups, and it seems like those guys are running it more like a business. I understand there has to be a business aspect to it, but 90% of these other places that you go play, they should at least put more of the money into the winnings, right? It's all about having fun and camaraderie, but when you run it like a business, you don't get that. That's why I love FOREBROS, the atmosphere, because we're coming here and it's not about making any money. It's more about paying out. You have a couple of guys that come and they show up and all they give a fuck about is, and excuse my language, but all they care about is winning the money. We don't mind if you come compete and you want to come try and beat our best guys. That's fine. Some of you, sometimes you will, sometimes you won't, but we're more in for it to make friendship, to make a bond out of it, like brothers, because we don't want to golf alone, and if it wasn't for like the board, Maya, Robert, guys that help us out, all the guys that pitch in, we wouldn't have this, and we'd be stuck. I mean, we'd be stuck having to play weekend golf, getting bullshit rates, having bullshit tee times, and not being able to compete with other people that are like-minded or skilled-wise as you are. It's hard to find guys that are your handicap. You're going to go play with your friend. He's a 16. You're going to play with your other friend. He's a 2. Here they put you in the right place. They put you in the right category. They put you in the right bracket. You're always going to be paired up or matched up against people in your same handicap. And everybody here is pretty cool. Afterwards, you get a beer, go eat some Hooters, have a good time, have some great laughs. And like me and you have, Andy, we'll go take vacations together. I mean, that's how our friendship has formed. We formed a strong bond, and it was through here.
And you can get choked out by Leo too.
Yeah, I'll fucking choke the shit out of you. Getting choked out, Paul Sharp.
Oh, here we go. Ray Garza. Up right here, I'm wearing
Ray Garza. That's our brother.
Ray Garza right there. On Par Golf Apparel. Never golf alone. Hey, look, this is what I'm rocking right here. I'm rocking that flamingo polo right there. Ray Garza, one of the best people out there. Not just, I mean, he's a fucking stick, hell of a stick right there.
Ray Garza is a heaven sent guy, man. The stuff he does for the kids.
Oh, dude, no, dude. He's one of the best people out there. Dude he'll give. I mean, literally, he gives shirts. I mean, not off his back. But he gives shirts and clubs to kids. He is the owner of On Park Golf, training out there in Mission Del Lago. He runs the Rock and G Grill. You'll see his ass back there cooking it up right there.
He's a great guy all around.
I've gained 20 pounds because of that grill, so I can think. But you know what? He's great. He'll come back. He'll invite me over to the TrackMan. He'll give me some pointers. Then he'll feed my fat ass again and send me off and give me a polo and send me off on his way.
I need a friend like that. Where you at?
And to spread the gospel of what he does out there for the South, for the community. Great. Right here, I got Tony Castillo as well. FOREBROS has the most welcoming sea flight in the game.
Tony.
Right there, Tony, badass dude, Tony? Man. Tony, great guy right here. Okay, so we talked about the great gifts. Robert he gave away staff bags, Mizuno bags. He gave away AI smoke, AI Callaway putters.
Wedges.
I got a freaking Mizuno putter because of my freaking 4th place net gross finish, whatever. I was like, okay, thanks. Right, wedges, wedges.
Got a good deal on it.
You got a badass TaylorMade stealth bag that's sick as hell. I mean, I think we were kind of surprised too, like how clean that bag looked. I mean, right? Man. Once you got it, leather.
That bag, I looked at it and it looked futuristic. I've had staff bags before, but they're just big and leathery and bulky. This one is like they took their time when they designed it. The price tag on it is $530. That's no tax. So we're trying to raffle it off for $400. And like I said, everything's going back to FOREBROS, but that bag was fucking immaculate. A part of me doesn't want to get rid of it, but at the same time, it's
sick, dude. And you really don't need it. You don't need it, right? You don't need it. You don't need it. You want it, but you know what? It's a great ass bag. It's badass. Yeah. All right, Leo. It's tournament season right now, brother. It's tournament season right now, and I'm so thankful because you are going to be participating in this tournament that is near and dear to my heart right here. I am lucky enough to be a board member and be on the committee for a Putting for Pops tournament. And the Putting for Pops tournament is going to take place Friday, November 1st out at beautiful Olympia Hills with their new greens. And, man, they're growing in extremely nice. I know you're going to be playing out there. I know you've always helped me get teams right there. And I a couple of things. I know you recently played in a badass tournament. I know, and I want you to kind of speak on that a little bit. But out at the Putting for Pops, we got keg beer out there for y'all. We got paisanos to feed us afterwards, tacos before. You got some great opportunity to win some great prizes. Maya has won 3 times in a row, even last year, bro. Even last year as a freaking and it was what was it? It was Peoria scoring, bro. Peoria scoring, and he still won. Like, ching out, this dude's won.
Can you explain that to the people that don't understand what Peoria scoring is?
Okay, here we go. All right, so Peoria scoring, and somebody that actually knows fucking golf is gonna say it right here, right? Somebody that knows golf is gonna be like, no, that's not what it is. Well, right. Peoria scoring for tournaments, and I think is what it does is it kind of levels the playing field in regards to when you have Leo. I'm gonna put you on mute here real quick, all right, brother?
Right.
And so for those people that are just kind of levels the playing field. Well, let's say they take, and please don't freaking murder me. Don't chop me up. If I'm not mistaken, they take 1 par 5, 1 par 4, and 1 par 3 from the front. And then they do the same thing for the back. And they kind of give everybody the same score. And what that does is that kind of levels the playing field. If somebody turns in a 52, well, they kind of like raise those scores, to that kind of set. And where it levels the playing field, makes it a little bit easier to where it gives that team that might have like a 70, it kind of gives them some good scores to kind of match up with that 55 or that 56. And Maya flat out, he won again. Like, dude, like, bro, it's like, and my freaking, the chairman, we're over there at Hyatt because it was at the Hyatt last year, and we moved it because of all the construction and the logistical things that are going on there at the Hyatt right now because of they're building a freaking 2-acre lagoon.
Yeah.
Well, they were doing the numbers and they said it's the team of Jeremiah Sierra, Thomas Gibbons, such and such. And dude, my freaking chairman is like, no fucking way this team wins a third fucking time in a row. Maya's got badass OGO travel bags, freaking putters, wedges, a whiskey barrel that has a chain. Like, and dude, and my thirsty ass, I said, Maya, you don't need that whiskey barrel. Let me get one. And he goes,
break it off.
He goes like this. He goes, nah, bro, sorry. It's going to go next to my other two that I have.
Bring that shit out and let's drink it together. Fuck it.
So my question to you is, you recently played in the Hooters tournament out at Northern Hills. Mm-hmm. You are a guy that loves going to these tournaments and loves supporting it if it's a great cause, but you also remember if a company or an organization throws a good tournament too.
Oh man, it was a great tournament. They have an awesome outing. They fed us. You get goodie bags. You have in the goodie bags they have towels, divot tools, a sleeve of balls. They had food. You had lunch when you get there, and then dinner when you finish. They had keg beer on every other hole, so it was free for all. Pretty much drinking. And they gave away really great prizes. The only downside of it is that it is a 4-man best ball. They don't give out money, so to speak. They give out prizes. And the only problem with some of these, and we've had this conversation before, Andy, is whenever you throw these 4-man best ball groups and you do the honor system, a lot of people don't honor it. A lot of people come in and it sucks because we were on a tee box. And the group in front of us, every time we're coming up to tee off, these guys were still there. Out of the 4 guys, they couldn't even get it to the 150 marker. They were out this way. They were spraying their ball, topping it. They were trying to save fucking bogey. We come in and we shot a legit score. We had a good team. It was me and Johnny and Brad Ishins. And Northern Hills is in great shape. It's really not a very long course. That was actually my home course. Me and Mike Ayala used to play there a long time ago, but I'm very familiar with the course. We ended up shooting, I believe it was like 19 or 20 under. This team fucking comes in and they're 22 under, and we're waiting to see who it was. Sure enough, it was these fucking guys that were teeing off in front of us, couldn't get off the tee box, couldn't save par. They didn't even stay for the awards. That's how bad it was. They just turned in the score and took off. They ended up winning a foursome. It's a one-night stay and a round of golf at any Dormy Network. If people that don't know who Dormy Network is, there's a reason. It's a fucking exclusive, expensive-ass club. They have some of the best golf courses in the U.S. I believe there's 7 of them. Our boy Joel Martinez works out there, and I've been lucky to play out there at Briggs Ranch. I mean, you're talking fucking immaculate. They have ice chests on every hole. They have fruit. I mean, there's no signs over there. You just got to know the course.
Bro, it's carpet, bro. It's fake, bro. It seems fake, like a fake ass course. It seems it's in such perfect shape. It's fake. They always got that mesquite burning, boy. Like you can smell the brisket cooking out there.
The last time I went and Mike was there, me, Mike, and my buddy Joel, we're fucking playing with Abraham Answer, bro. Abraham Answer is on the fucking driving range right next to us. We take off. He ends up being in front of us, and his car died. His cart died on one of the holes. So we fucking tee off. We didn't know because it's a crazy terrain. It's a lot of hilly terrain out there. So we tee off, and we're driving, and his car fucking stalled out. So me and Mike got off. We helped him push the cart. We ended up talking, bullshitting with him. He let us take pictures with him. Really fucking down-to-earth guy. And it was right before we all took that trip to Houston to go see him play at the Live tournament. And when we were at the Live tournament, me and him had an inside joke. I told him I liked the Mexican soccer team, and he reminded me of Chicharito. I don't know if you remember that.
Chicharito, from the national team. Yeah.
So fucking when he was there, I was like, hey, I'm gonna fucking see you at the tournament. I'm gonna call you. I'm gonna call you Chicharito. Sure enough, bro, we go. I was like, Chicharito, and he like remembered us. He was like, hey, what's up? He was being real cool. Fucking Abraham Answer's a cool guy, but man, that was one of those things that, you know, people would love to do, is like play a hole with a fucking golf professional, somebody like Abraham Answer. You know, he's a really cool dude. So me and Mike and Joel, we got to share that experience. We helped him push his cart. We played that one hole, and then he took off because he was trying to dial in. Of course, he had that Live tournament that weekend, so he
you said Yeah, you said he was trying to dial in. You said he had like freaking, I think like what, like he had like 4 or 5 drivers that he was just.
I got
he was just trying to fuck around.
I got a picture. He had 2 fucking golf bags, the staff bags, fucking badass one. They're both red. What's his team name? It's the Flaming Balls, or what are they?
Fireballs.
The Fireballs. He's
Fireballs
on the
golf club. Yeah.
Sick ass fucking vessel leather, huge ass staff bag, like custom. He had like 3 drivers, 3 3-woods. And then in the other bag, he had 2 different drivers, 2 different 3-woods, and he was trying them all. When he was there on the driving range, he actually had this fucking pro launch simulator. I looked them up. They're the most expensive ones you can get. They're $14,000, but they are pinpoint precise. I mean, if you put it down and you hit your club, and I know this because Joel actually got one for his son. If you hit it 100,
no way.
But he got a discount for it because his son's in the junior team. I don't know if I can talk about this. I mean, I wasn't told I couldn't, so I'm just going to go ahead and say it.
Say it. Nothing is OB, baby.
I know, nothing's OB. So Abraham Answer, Bryson DeChambeau, and 2 other guys. I don't know if it's Brooks Koepka or Dustin Johnson. They're coming together, and they're forming like a live for children, kind of how the PGA has it for the kids. So they're forming a live golf thing. Now they have all these kids and it's going to be the same format, 4-man teams. And I know in San Antonio, I think they got maybe like 8 to 10 teams, but in all the cities, they have the same format in all the major cities. So they're going to start trying to get these guys to play. It's going to be like a live tournament, but for the junior kids. And I think it's great. I think it's great for golf.
Well, I think it's great for golf, and it's great for the future clientele, because in let's say Leo, and Lord willing, we make it 40, 50 years more of life, right? We're gonna no longer be the clientele, right? It's gonna be those kids that are now like in their 40s, in their 50s. They are the future of golf, and so they certainly got the money to do that.
That's right.
So as we talk about these tournaments, I got my Putting for Pops tournament coming up November 1st. What are some of the things that other tournaments that they can kind of entice you or make you want to return and make you look forward to that tournament that next year? Because there's certain tournaments you circle. I mean, you always love the Hooters one. Back in the day, we always loved the All-Stars one. That was a good tournament. What are some of the tournaments, or what are some of these things that these tournaments do, gifts, food, that make you want to come back?
Man, I'm just gonna repeat it again. Like I really like what Robert Vasquez did. I mean, he not only was he giving out like prizes, because they were fucking awesome prizes, bro. We talked about the staff bag and all the gifts that we got, but he was actually giving out like they weren't even like I don't even know what the word is. He was giving out prizes to like people that were just having good spirit. Like I got a spirit prize because he knew that I wasn't playing the best, and he goes, "Man, you were winning yesterday. What happened?" I said, "I don't know. I'm just not playing good today. I hit a few trees. I just wasn't playing myself." And I said, "But it's okay. I'm having a great time. I'm enjoying being with my brothers." Just because I had a positive attitude, he gave me a prize, and he gave out a couple of different ones. You were there.
He did that, and he pissed me off because I thought I was being a good sport, and I didn't get shit. Yeah. I said, "Robert, I'm over here like getting ready to put his ass up against the freaking value. Robert, for all the shit I do for you, you didn't give me
Hey, you're throwing me under the bus, motherfucker. You're like, you must not really know Leo, because what was having a positive
integrity, a man of integrity. And I was like, integrity, verga. Like, get the fuck out of here.
Did you know this motherfucker tried to choke me last week? I was like,
here you go, right here. Jeremiah Sierra, Robert. Robert, I need Jeremiah Sierra, Robert, I need a spirit prize, please.
Yeah. Hey, I definitely do like how Robert handled the tournament there at Gateway. We do get to play these other awesome outings, man. I'm lucky that I'm going to play with one with you this I believe it's Friday, right? We're playing the Antonian.
Next Friday. Yeah, next Friday we're playing the Antonian Antonian College Preparatory High School here in San Antonio, Texas, at beautiful Silverhorn, bro. Like I haven't been back at Silverhorn, and just because again, it's been football season, it's been a little tough, and I can't wait to go back. Jadon has done such a great job over there. That course is always rocking. The grill, y'all always close that bitch, so you know what I mean. You never have any complaints about that place. And it's the ACP football fundraiser, and I'm looking forward to a good time.
Me too. I can't wait. I appreciate the invite. I'm looking forward to it. I love Silverhorn. Silverhorn is one of those courses too that it can get you. The views are good. I mean, the course is always in really great shape. They take care of it out there. I'm looking forward to it. I know that that's going to be a great one. But you know that we have FOREBROS. For anybody that's tuned in right now that doesn't know, we have that app. You can download it, and like Andy said, you can pay $25, and it's a special deal instead of paying, versus I believe it's like $125, and you get all the access. We didn't really get into detail about it, but you can actually, it'll tell you the layout of each course, because I have friends that come up here and have never played some of these courses. It'll give you the layout, where the distance is, where the putting green goes. I mean, it's a really cool app. But we have the Cantera on November 7th. I think we still have a few open spots with FOREBROS. Canteras, and fucking Cantera is my favorite course, Andy, and you know that.
I know, and I hate going when I hate going there because I know you're going to be there, and I know you're going to shoot well because that's your home course.
That's my home course.
You know what? But that's okay. That's okay, because afterwards I know you're going to get some beers.
I'm going to pay for the beers.
Yeah,
I'm giving it back.
You're gonna order some of them badass Brussels sprouts out there. I know. See, there you go. So I already know. I already know
the way to your heart. Just get you a little transfusion, and up the bets, double press on the back. You're like,
hey, blind press, baby, blind press.
Hey, so we're doing the $80 rate at the Cantera, and it's right now peak season. If you look at the rack rate, it's like 160, bro. So we're getting 50% off the rate, and it's just my favorite fucking course. I like a lot of courses, but hands down, any day out of the week, you ask me what my favorite course is in town, and I'm gonna tell you it's La Cantera. And I know we're also gonna play Quarry. We got Quarry in our circuit now, so yeah, dude, we're gonna be playing some
fire. Bro. Fire ass courses right here.
Yep.
Home course is Gateway Hills,
Gateway Hills
Air Force Base. You know what? We're starting to get out to Golf Club of Texas, which is always a good freaking time out there at Golf Club of Texas. One of the toughest layouts out there.
Oh yeah.
We got we're gonna be playing the Flying L out in Bandera this next Saturday. You know what? We got La Cantera on the schedule. We have freaking the Quarry coming up. Dude, I don't think there's another group, another association. We save them for our special events out there for, league championships out at Comanche Trace in Kerrville, Texas. Comanche Trace, a country club. We have a fire ass schedule, dude. I mean, you know what? We had bro, and we're playing a money game today on a Wednesday at Brack, bro. So let's put it that way, dude. Brack, the oldest golf course oldest public golf course in the state of Texas. So that just kind of tells you what our fire ass schedule looks like. And Mike Ayala said in reference to La Cantera out there on 1604 and I-10, Twin Peaks down the road, baby. Hey, order. Hey, hey, give me a couple of samplers. Give me a couple of samplers, please. Baby.
We'll take 2 samplers. Walk a little bit slower. Hey,
lingerie night, baby. Lingerie night.
You're right, Andy. I mean, who else do you know that can say, hey, you know what? We're gonna have fucking 60 guys, and we're playing at these fucking badass courses. They have the best payouts, and they're not charging anything. Everything's fucking free. It's 0 admin fees. I mean, you can't. And honestly, I would love it if we could get like the FOREBROS, and maybe one day, maybe not today or this year, but let's play against these other groups. Bring out your guys. Let's match them up, even handicaps, and let's play, because there are some good fucking golfers.
It's a lot of good golfers. A lot of good golfers, man. And I agree with you. And I think, and we've kind of been down that road, and several groups have come up to us, guys that they're all about that action life. Right. And I think one of the biggest things is that we always want to make sure that, it's like the topic we spoke about several weeks back, the sandbagging, right. And making sure guys are putting in their scores. Right. If they say, you know what, I mean, it has me as a 6. Am I a 6 right now for FOREBROS? probably not. At this moment, I'm not. You know what? And what I have to do, I have to play more to get a more accurate handicap. And then you have these guys that are on freaking heaters, but that maybe had high rounds at the beginning when they first came into Four Bros. And that's one thing Brucey always says, hey, how was Leo a 10? Back in the day, how was Mike an 11? And I said, dude, like, just because you're a good ball striker and you're capable of scoring, that doesn't mean that is your handicap reflects that's not necessarily what it is.
Right.
And you know what? I had a 0 with when I shot even par out at Riverside. I'm trying to knock that schedule that course off of our 10 courses, off of our 10 scores. Because I'm not that guy anymore. I'm not that guy right now, and I'm okay with that. And you know what? You have to wear your handicap like a badge, right? You got to wear it. It's your cross to bear. And I think that's been the biggest issue with other organizations is, do they carry and do they keep an accurate handicap of their dudes? And that's just to kind of keep the playing field level, right?
Right.
And you know what? I'm hoping down the road we are able to do that. We're able to trust. Hopefully we can trust a little bit, and we can get that down the road right there, because all these dudes love it. We're all about that action life. We're all about the golf. Can't wait.
Worst case scenario, there's a group of fucking guys, the Alice Sandbaggers. They'll take on any fucking bet.
I know, no shit, dude. And you're part of that group, and you took my fucking money, and I'm going back for revenge, baby. Right here
at your home course.
Right here. Jeremiah Sierra right here. Best schedule, best group, best brothers, no doubt. Michaela, I can picture and hear Bruce saying that. How was Leo a 10? How was Leo a 10?
How am I a fucking 3 right now? How am I a 4? I shot 11 already.
Bro, I'm a 4. Now I'm back to being a 6. Thank God, right here. Last comment right here. Jeremiah Sierra, FOREBROS Cup is legit handicaps competing for $6,000 in cash prizes and pride of the cup. Damn, dude.
I can't wait.
I think we can't wait. So the last thing right here as we follow up right here, a special thanks goes out to Maximum Demolition and Dismantling. Thank you to owner-operator Lee Ramos and his crew. Make sure you hit him up at MaximumDemo.com. This dude does the dirty work. We'll do all the other things other companies cannot do. This dude will make it happen. That is Maximum Demolition and Dismantling. Please hit up my dude, Lee Ramos. All right, thanks, Leo. Oh, thank you so much, Lee. Now, Leo, last topic I wanted to speak on before we conclude the show is you're one of the captains for the second annual FOREBROS Cup.
Yes, sir.
What is your thoughts and maybe your kind of philosophy in going into a match like we're gonna have, which is a Ryder Cup style match? We're gonna have 4 ball, alternate shot. You're gonna have best ball, 3 rounds in 2 days. What is your kind of philosophy in regards to going into and maybe even drafting and building hopefully a successful team?
I have a game plan in place where I'm already pretty sure at least 5-6 guys that I would love to have on my team, probably more than that, because I do play a lot of events. I'm blessed that I have a schedule that works around FOREBROS, so I get to play, and I've met a lot of really cool guys, a lot of good golfers. But knowing Rudy, and the asshole he is, he's probably going to pick some of my guys. all I'm asking right now is
I love it.
If you're listening right now with your fat back listening to us right now.
Hey, he's barbecuing by himself right now as we speak, crying.
You fucking burnt fajitas, motherfucker.
Bro, they were good. They were fire, bro. I drove a fucking hour just to get some, bro.
Nah, I know. Nah, I'm bullshitting. Rudy did cook his ass off. Nah, I love Rudy. Rudy's my brother, bro. Me and Rudy kick it so good, bro, because he's like us. We're from down south. We have a different way of joking. People from up here are a little more uptight. That's why I love your show, because we can be ourselves, and nothing is OB, so we can say whatever the fuck we want. And this is how we are. I don't want to portray something I'm not. I am a down-to-earth guy that likes to bullshit, and Rudy fits that criteria. We get along great. I'm glad that me and him we're both picked to be the captains. A lot of people don't know, but in the future, Maya's going to have to step down, and it's going to be up to the rest of the board members, Andy. It's going to be me, you, Rudy, Charlie, Jordan, Pat Cottrell. It's going to be a couple of us that are going to have to fill those shoes. And Maya's shoes are big shoes to fill, bro. He makes
Yeah,
everything.
he couldn't even fit in them today. I mean,
Yeah,
that's how big.
that's how big they are. He had to take them off. No, but I would like to keep the guys that I always play with, like my group. Rudy always plays with a certain group of guys. Hey, I just want to play with the guys that I always play with. The guys, and you can see who my teammates are. It's always me and my nephew, me and Patty, me and Mike. I mean, if I could keep my group of guys there, then the rest will throw up in the air. Because I know he wants to pick up. Saul was telling me he wants to pick him up.
Eggs.
Yeah. And I'm sure he has a couple of other guys, but at the end of the day, I mean, if I could keep my guys, the South Texas guys, Johnny Boy. I'd love to have you on my team as well. And
Johnny Boy is a pit bull, bro.
Bro, Johnny Boy is
a pit bull.
Johnny Boy is that guy, man. He is that guy.
You know, he is that guy, bro. Okay, so let me ask you. You know what? Let me ask you right here. You have Boogie, right? You have Boogie from Alice, and then you have Johnny. Have those guys? Those are two damn good golfers, you know, that representing Alice. Have they ever gone head toe to toe against each other?
The thing about Boogie is Boogie's a great golfer, bro, and he has a course record in Alice, and he's one of those guys that you want to play with just to see what he's about. I played with him, and he is that guy. I mean, the shoes that he has to fill, he fills. The only problem with Boogie is that Boogie's that guy more so in courses that he's familiar with. I think Johnny Liguez, you can take him anywhere in the U.S.
He'll thrive at any course.
Bro, we went to go play at TPC one time, and the winds were like 24-mile-per-hour winds. A couple of guys was there. I don't know if you were there, but Mike was there. My buddy Noe, he was on the podcast earlier. Noe Gonzalez, he's a good friend of ours. He was there. Everybody came in, and we ended up playing fucking Oaks, which is already hard. Then you have 24-mile, dude. It's a fucking monster. Then it's 24-mile-per-hour winds. I think I came in with like a 96, and I thought I played good. Everybody was like 90s. Fucking here comes old Johnny Boy. He shot a fucking 73 in 24-mile-per-hour winds at the Oaks. I mean,
if you're not familiar, for those of you, you know, that might be just kind of listening, in which, you know, we're so thankful for your support. The Oaks is the TPC course out there at JW Marriott that they played the PGA Valero Texas Open on. And of course, yeah, that's where the big boys play, and it's a mother. It's a beast of a course. So that just tells you 24-mile-an-hour winds. Everybody else coming in the mid-90s, and then you got old Johnny Boy coming in shooting a 73. Like, just, dude, freaking stud, dude. And again, he makes no excuses, bro.
No excuses. Last week we played Mission del Lago, and he came in with a fucking 85. And me and Johnny rode together, and this is what we were talking about. Like, this is golf. He said, bro, you carried my ass before. Today I'm carrying your ass, because we ended up winning our bet, and it wasn't an easy bet. I mean, we were playing against Maya's. When Maya's on, he's hard to beat, and he's been doing way better than what he was a few months. He started off really good. I think I was the one that started the slowest, but Johnny Boy just pressed the gas, bro, and he never let off. I mean, he's that dude, and I'd love to have my guys, and that's the only strategy I have, is to pick my friends.
Some comfort, you know, some comfort, guys. So guys, you can lean on, right? And I think that's a great strategy. Just very similar to, you know, your strategy to how you look at the course. And now, I think that's something I always try to do, is I always try to take away things from golfers that are better than me or at my level, and different golfers. And so, like, today, like, I jotted it down right here. I'm like, shoot, like you broke down a strategy that, I mean, I guess as dumb as I can be sometimes, that's not something I look at. And I know it's a great idea. I love hearing your thoughts and your ideologies in regards to building a successful team, guys you're comfortable with. And you know what? I'm sure, hey, just kind of, you can mix in those guys that you know are going to do what they're going to do, right, with the guys that maybe you're not too familiar with, that have qualified, and that, you know, that make the team.
That's right, brother. And that's what that's all I'm going to try and build on. I mean, of course, we're going to have a meeting, me and Rudy, and discuss a few things. This is my first time. I don't really know how it works. It's so funny. I actually got lucky to play in the Black and Gray Cup last year, and I have pictures of us. We're there next to each other. We actually won. We won our team, and old Dick Salinas was the team captain. The guy didn't know who the fuck I was. I had only played like maybe 4 rounds, but I qualified because I placed in a couple of them, and somebody backed out. So last minute, they're like, hey, you know what? You were next in line. Do you want to play? And I was like, sure. Mike got me in. Mike Ayala qualified. I was like, fuck it, I'll go play. We ended up fucking winning, and I actually played really good. I think I shot 74, and Dick Salinas came up to me and says, man, I don't know you, but, you know, you played good today. Thank you. And we ended up winning, and I was real excited about it. And I was like, man, I can't wait till next year. Well, here we are next year, and I'm the fucking captain. It's so crazy how fast things happen, how much I've improved my game, and also how quick I moved up with the Four Bros. And all it took was just being myself, just hanging around, coming and playing golf, and stepping out of my comfort zone to try and help everybody else. I'm always that guy that always wants to try and help. I mean, I'm not the best golfer, but if I can help you figure out what my strategy is for putting or how I chip, even if you don't take it, I'm going to try it. If you can't afford it, and this is true to everything that means anything to me. This is my word on my son's life. If a guy can't afford a meal, I've been there and you've been there before, Andy, I'll pay for a guy's meal. If there's guys, and you know this, that can't afford, and this is not just me, this is us as a group. This is what makes our foundation, our core foundation strong, is if somebody can't afford to fucking play golf because they paid all their bills and they can't make it, hey, you know it. We have our little text message threads where we're like, you know what? We're all going to pitch in and we're going to get so-and-so in. And that's the shit that we do. I don't know anybody else that would do that, bro. And I feel like, for real, like we built a brotherhood here. And I feel like that's why I am where I am in this position, because I try and go and that extra mile. I'll always volunteer myself to help out. I always kind of put my foot in my mouth and say shit I probably shouldn't say, but I don't like to sugarcoat shit. And sometimes some of the people that are here just hanging around need to hear the truth. You know, they need to know where they're at, what their position is. And I think that's what it comes down to. Just being yourself, being ready to give out a helping hand, and just being honest, bro. Being a man of your word.
And I think that's something that we all respect about you, and you know we respect that about a lot of the guys in the group. And I think that's the thing. You said it perfectly right there, and I think that's one thing you know about me as well, and that's the reason why the podcast is called Nothing Is OB, because I do. I'm just like you. I am really good at putting my foot in my freaking mouth, right. But I'm not going to sugarcoat shit. I'm not going to say it behind your back. If I have an issue, I have something, I want to know something, I'm going to tell you right there to your face. And I think that's the one thing that we respect at the end of the day. And we don't have to like it. And you don't have to like me. You don't have to like you. But you know what? We respect it. And I think that's one thing that we're really thankful. We're thankful for our group. And we're thankful that, you know, Leo, that you always are always willing to step up and you don't want to go alone. You don't want to go alone. You want to bring your friends with you. You want to bring your family. You want to bring your bros. And Rick Medina right here, you know, he agrees right there with your statement. You know what, that you're always willing to step up and chip in and help out. Right there, Rick Medina. True.
That's all of us. That's all of us as a whole, though, Andy. I mean, this is this patch that we wear, this Four Bros. We really are for the bros. Like we don't want nobody to golf alone. We want everybody. Shit. The other day we fucking played Cantera. We're there. Some guys were there at the Cantera, and we're like, hey, we're gonna go grab some beers over here at Twin Peaks. Y'all want to fucking come over? They came over. I told them, y'all come over. We'll buy you a beer. Remember, they showed up.
Yeah, badass dudes.
I ended up paying for their fucking food and their beer. We all pitched in. Me and you pitched in, and a couple other guys. And they're like, man, they were like caught off guard. They're like, man, that's awesome. We don't even know you, and you're paying for our food and our beer. We're like, hey, bro. We're just here, you know, we don't know you, we don't know your situation, but this is what we do. After we play golf, we get together and we all pitch in and we all pay for each other's beer and drink, you know. It's just nothing. We all help each other out, bro.
That's the truth right here. Fucking Patty's getting me fired up over here. That's Leo, brother, Johnny, bro. And me, Leo, Johnny, and Mikey versus anyone. Come get some shit. Well, I need to get me a squad. My squad's got no shoes on, walking over there with the fucking bums out in Brack, walking downtown roaming. That's my fucking squad right there. You know what? I got fucking Osman's fucking breaking clubs. He's fucking hitting fucking shots 3 fairways over. That's my squad. Hey, come get some of that, Patty. Come get some of that shit right there. Right here. Rudy Jimenez, tax write-off. Thanks, guys.
We'll talk about it, Rudy. We can discuss this later.
Right here. And the last comment of the night right here. Paul Sharp, Four Bros is lucky to have Leo. His passion for this group is undeniable. I second that right there. And RG right here with the crying, laughing faces right here. Hey, man, like I said, you're my brother. I love you. Thank you. Love you, man. Thank you so much for being on the show. And hey, man, thank you for your friendship, man. And again, for you and your families, bro.
Thank
I
you,
do.
bro.
I mean it.
Appreciate. Thanks for having me, dog. Nothing
All
is
right, man.
OB. I was
That's right.
golf.
That's
Appreciate
right,
it
baby.
for sponsoring.
All right. Good night, Leo. Thanks for
Thank you,
being
bro.
on, brother.
Good night.
Big ups to my boy Leo Camarillo. Right there, Jeremiah Sierra. Great show. Thank you, brother, for your support. We appreciate you and all you do for Four Bros, and you're my brother as well. We formed the bond over golf. It's not it's what brought us together. It's what brought us together, but it's definitely not what keeps us together. I'm so thankful for my Four Bros group, and special thank you to very special sponsors right here. I want to thank the law offices of Jesse Hernandez. Make sure you hit up JesseHernandezLaw.com. The Texas Chancla studio right here, the official studios of the Nothing is OB South Texas Golf Podcast. Thank you so much. You can also hit up law office of Jesse Hernandez at 210-807-8656. He is one of the best dudes. He can help in family law, DWIs, personal injury. This dude will help you out. He is a man of his word, a great person, and I'm so thankful to have his support and have his sponsorship because you know what? He is a great attorney. He is one of the best attorneys out here, voted here in San Antonio. But you know what? He's also a great person. He's been a good friend to myself, and he's always been there to help support this podcast. And you know, it's great to have him on. Also, I want to thank right here Lee Ramos at Maximum Demolition and Dismantling. Please hit up Lee Ramos at 210-705-2227. You can hit him up at MaximumDemo.com. No job too big, no job too small. Lee is the man. He is such a great guy. He really wanted to help out his podcast, and he loves golf. We're going to have him on the show coming up soon just to talk about his life, talking about his come up. And he always wants to bless other people. And I'm really proud and really thankful to have him on the team and to be able to rep his brand because he'll do the dirty work. Whatever jobs they say they can't be done, Lee is your man. Make sure you hit him up at MaximumDemo.com. A couple other comments right here. Paul Sharp, great show as always. Thank you, Paul, for your support, brother. Mike Ayala, good shit. Love you, bros. Love you too, Mike. Miss you, my man. And right here, Leo Camarillo, love all my bros. Hey, guys, thank you so much for tuning in. Remember, guys, in the game of life, nothing is OB.